Hello my viewers, welcome back to the channel. My video title, you know what this video is about. NFL Week 3 game picks. Last week I had the same record I had week 1. I went 11-5 in picks. First week, second week, all right, I keep on the side of the board. So right now I'm 22-10 in picks. So I'm doing a pretty good job so far in picks, staying above 500 on some of my game picks. I picked my upset pick last week was the Raiders beating the Bills. That didn't go so well, and the Bills blew them out. But this week is a new week. Week 3, the first game starting off, we got the Giants going and traveling to California to play the San Francisco 49ers. And I'm going to take the 49ers in that game. You really don't have to explain too much. The Giants have been struggling to start the season off. They won the last game, but they was down at a point with 28-10. To the Cardinals. Cardinals was beating them down. The Cardinals are a team that we expect to pick first in the draft. A lot of people got them being high in the draft. To go out there and let the Cardinals just beat you down, and then you have a little surge to come back, and then Barkley is injured, so I don't know if you're going to be playing this week or not. On Thursday, Brian Daboll didn't rule it out, but it says not looking too good that he might be out this week. So you're going to go in there with Daniel Jones without your best offensive player, Saquon Barkley. You're going to go with Daniel Jones. The line is already banged up, and you're playing against that 49ers pass rush, that front 7 they have right there, and the secondary they have. It might be another 40-0 game. You never know. But it's prime time, so you never know what can happen. Well, that was in prime time too, actually. Yeah, at 40-0. Yep, that's in prime time too. So I'm going to take the 49ers in this game. The 49ers might win by a good margin. Falcons-Lions. Give me the Lions. I'm taking the Lions in this game. I think the Lions, after that big-time shootout game with the Seattle Seahawks, Geno Smith and those guys going out there and balling out, I think the Lions are going to get their get back. It's the Falcons, who are 2-0 right now. They're running the ball like crazy. The Falcons are the team that run the ball a lot. Every time we see them, they did it last year too as well. They didn't get recognized too much because they didn't have all the star. They had the star and the lights around them last year. Now they got Bijan Robinson there, and they added a few pieces here and there, and they're looking like a team that can maybe make the playoffs too as well. Maybe win the division too, because the division is still open. You got the Bucks, you got the Falcons, the Saints are 2-0, the Falcons 2-0, the Bucks are 2-0 as well. So you got some teams that are sneaky in there. The Panthers are 0-2 right now. They starting a little shaky on the O-line. I get fixed and get better, but I'm gonna take the Lions in this game. Chargers and Vikings, I'm taking the Chargers in this game. Chargers have scored 58 points in the past 2 weeks. No turnovers, but they have 2 losses. They're 0-2. The defense allowed them, the defense blew the lead. They had a big-time lead in the first game too. I think we were up by almost 10 points. I think not 10 points, they were up by 13 points or something like that in the first game, and they blew the lead to the Dolphins. And then last game, it was up 2. I remember I was watching the game a little bit. I switched the channel over, and I came back. I was like, I said, they said Titans won? I said, Titans won. I went back to the channel. I was like, what the heck? Seen them shaking hands, and I seen the Chargers lost. I'm like, I thought the Chargers had a good lead. They had a big-time lead, and they blew the lead to the Titans. So hopefully the Chargers can get a win today. Not today. On Sunday, get a win. They need to win. The Vikings are 0-2, I believe, too, as well. So they need a win as well. So it's going to be a high-scoring game. So if you got any fancy guys playing on the Vikings or the Chargers, put them in because it's going to be very high-scoring. Saints at Packers. I'm taking the Saints. Like I mentioned before, the Saints, in my opinion, will make the playoffs. I picked them to win the NFC South. They're a sleeper team. Rashid, what's his name? Rashid Shaheed. Or Shaheed Rashid. I think I said it backwards, but he's a good player. A very good player. I got him on my fantasy team as well. He's a guy who's been playing tremendous football. Tremendous football for them. Had the big-time catch on week 1, big-time touchdown. Then yesterday, he had a big-time catch too as well. And Derek Carr, it was they played a little shaky yesterday, but the defense helped them out. And you don't get that sometimes. Derek Carr is a good quarterback, but he's not an elite level quarterback, great quarterback. So of course you're gonna have most of the majority of the time, about 12 games, 13 games, he's gonna be good, but gonna be a few games where he's not too good. But now he had a defense. With the Raiders, he never had a defense. The defense is always 18th rank or 20th rank or 25th rank, all that type of stuff. Now you got a defense, so if that stuff starts to happen, he can kind of lean on the defense a little bit, and it can help them out. So the Saints did a good job in getting Derek Carr added to the team, and they're looking to make some noise. I'm picking them against the Packers. It should be a good game, though. Texans at Jags. I'm taking in the Jacksonville Jaguars in that game. Broncos at Dolphins. The Broncos had a little miracle Hail Mary play, tipped up and got it, and they took a conversion. They didn't get it. It could have been PI because the guy got there early. But I'm going to take the Dolphins. I'm going to take the Dolphins in this game. Dolphins should win by a good margin. I feel like the Broncos we just haven't seen anything spectacular. Defense kind of declined a little bit from last year. Secondary is still good. You know, Patrick Surtain is still back there, but the pass rush is not the same as it once was. And you look at last year's defense and the year before last, when they had a real good defense, they brought Russell Wilson. You know, like the defense is here, we got weapons. He wasted that year, and the defense kind of declined a little bit. They're not playing the same. I know just 2 weeks in, so maybe they can probably pick the steam up and get back to it. But I'm taking the Dolphins in this matchup. Titans at Browns. I'm taking the Browns in that matchup. Bills at Commanders. Commanders are a sleepy team too as well. Sam Howell been going out there playing well, playing good football. He's showing you why he should have got drafted higher. He's playing good football out there. But I'm gonna take the Bills in this game. It's the Bills. You know, the Bills are not the Bills are not the Broncos. Not the Broncos. They're gonna go out there and they're gonna handle business. So if you fall behind against the Bills, you're not coming back. And those guys, remember last year when they won their games, they either beat you by, they either lost the game by a touchdown or fewer points, or they either blew you out. It was no in between. There's no like, they win by 3 or a field goal. No, they either lose the game by a little bit or they blow you out. So the Bills have always been a team like that. They always been explosive, and you fall behind in that game, you're not coming back. So I'm gonna take the Bills in this game against the Commanders on the road. Colts at Ravens. I'm gonna take the Ravens in this one. Patriots at Jets. I'm gonna take the Patriots. Zach Wilson, he's still not the answer. A lot of turnovers. Now the Jets didn't do him any favors. They didn't run the ball a lot, but a lot of turnovers still by Zach Wilson. So yeah, I'm gonna take the Patriots in this game. Panthers at Seahawks. I'm taking the Seahawks in this game. Geno Smith. Bears and Chiefs. Taking the Chiefs in that game right there. I think everybody taking the Chiefs. Even the Bears fans are taking the Chiefs in that game. Cowboys at Cardinals. I'm gonna take the Cowboys in that game. The Cardinals, they played well last week against the Giants defense, but this Cowboys defense is only allowing 5 points per game in the first 2 games so far. They only allow 5 points, and their differential is what? It said they scored 40 the first game, right? 40 the first game. They scored 30 last game, so they're at 70 points so far, and they scored 70 and they only allowed 10 points. That's the differential. 60-point differential from opposing teams. Only allowing 5 points per game. So I know it's against Zach Wilson, of course, but it's still happening. It's still professional guys, but it's against Zach Wilson and Daniel Jones. You know, ain't like the best of best competition. The Cowboys got some competition coming up though. In week 5, they have the 49ers. They have the 49ers they gotta play. They gotta play the Rams. They gotta play the Eagles twice. So they got some competition. They got some teams coming up. Patriots defense. You know, Belichick always find a way to do some things, keep the team competitive. So they got some matchups and some things coming up that are gonna really test them. But so far, they've been destroying the competition. And I think they're gonna destroy the Cardinals as well. So you got any Cowboy players in your fantasy team, or if you're thinking about betting on any games, a guaranteed bet, a guaranteed spread, they're gonna cover the spread. They might be like 12-point favorites in this game. I have no idea. It's probably some crazy number, but they're gonna cover it for sure. Steelers at Raiders in Sunday Night Football. I'm taking my Steelers, and if I wasn't a Steeler fan, I'm still taking my Steelers. The Steelers, the offense is still terrible. You know, 10 points. The offense only averaging 10 points per game. And now if you count the defensive touchdowns as well, then it's 16 points total as a team. But if you just count the offenses in general, it's 10 points per game, which is awful. Very awful. I know it's just beginning of the season. We can see maybe something turn around. We've been saying this for the past 2-3 years, so it haven't turned around yet. So I don't think it's going to turn around anytime soon. Play calling is not too good. Kenny Pickett is inaccurate for some reason. Has an 18.8 QBR, which is 32nd ranked in the league. Not been playing too good. So I can't really trust the offense. The offense might give you 1 play. It might give you 2 plays a game. But one thing I can trust is the defense. TJ Watt is that man, is that guy. Like I mentioned before, he was injured last year, so a lot of people forgot about his name. They said Michael Parsons is the best defensive player now. If you forgot TJ Watt's name, TJ Watt got Defensive Player of the Year. TJ Watt was a 5-time Pro Bowler. He's a 3-time first-team All-Pro as well. And he's also tied. He tied for the most sacks in NFL history as well. And he's on pace to try to break that again. So we're gonna see what happens. He playing against the Raiders. The Raiders O-line is all right, but I think he'd be able to get through that O-line for sure. And create some havoc. So we did last time against the Raiders. Last year. Was that on Christmas? I think so. I think on Christmas, yeah, on Christmas game. So yeah, I'm taking the Steelers in that game. On Sunday Night Football. Another primetime game back to back. Eagles Bucks. Monday Night Football, primetime. Taking the Eagles. That should be a good game though. But I'm taking the Eagles. LA Rams and Bengals. Super Bowl rematch from a couple years ago. Monday Night Football. The Bengals got to win something. They got to win a game. They got to win a game. I'm taking the Bengals to win this game. I think that game right there, I'm going to give them 31. to 27. 31-27. But yeah, that's all my picks for this week, guys. Let me know in the comment section down below what your picks are, what your records are. The record is as well. Mine's, so far I went 11-5 week 1. I went 11-5 in week 2. And now in week 3, we're gonna see what happens. Right now, I'm doing a very good job. I'm on 12 games above 500 in my game picks, so I'm doing a very, very good job. So let me know in the comment section down below what you guys on record are, and then what you guys think about the game picks. And I'll see you guys next time on the channel. Peace out.